set of notes, we're going to explore just a little bit about blood pressure. So blood pressure is just the pressure that blood exerts against the walls of the blood vessels as it's flowing through the body. Blood pressure is lowest in the veins, and we use a sphygmomanometer to measure blood pressure. So it's fun to say. Go ahead, pause, give it a try. Sphygmomanometer. Blood pressure is expressed as two numbers in a fraction. The higher or systolic number represents the pressure while the heart contracts to pump the blood to the body, and the lower or diastolic number represents the pressure when the heart relaxes between beats. As I just said, these two numbers are expressed as a fraction. And typical blood pressure is 120/80, but I think that might be wrong, so we'll have to check the book. I don't quite remember. Your pulse is just the alternating expansion and relaxation of the artery wall. We're going to take our pulse, but remember, don't use your thumb because it has its own pulse. Our pulse rate helps us determine how fast our heart is beating. It's also written as a fraction. It's the number of beats divided by the length of time that you're measuring the pulse. So for your target heart rate, what you need to do is find your pulse for about 15 seconds. Then you're going to take that number and multiply it by 4 to find your resting heart rate. Then we can find our maximum heart rate by subtracting our age from 220. So to find our target heart rate, we're going to subtract our resting heart rate from our maximum heart rate, which we did on the last slide. Then we're going to multiply that answer by 0.6 and then add that answer to our resting heart rate. So I want you to take a minute and do the math. You might have to go back to the first slide. You're going to find your resting heart rate, you're going to find your maximum heart rate, and you're going to use those, plug those into the equation down here at the bottom to find your target heart rate. Once you've found your target heart rate, you're done for today. We'll talk more about it in class. And as always, if you have any questions, make sure that you write them down.